As counting is underway in the Tamil Nadu local body polls, and trends now show that DMK is on its way to a big victory. DMK has registered a win in Edappadi municipality in Salem district, which is a stronghold of the opposition leader and AIADMK joint coordinator Edappadi Palaniswamy. The party is leading in all 21 corporations, including Coimbatore, which is considered AIADMK stronghold. So basic civic issues like garbage collection, bad roads, delayed stormwater drain project, lack of drinking water and sewage pipelines and rampant corruption were on the people's mind when they voted. So voting in the state was conducted on the 19th of February after a long gap of 11 years. Let's in fact try and understand the trends that are emerging. We heard Chief Minister Stalin speak to the media a short while ago. We are now joined by Ranjitha Gunasekaran, who's a senior journalist joining us here on the program. Good evening, Ranjitha. I just want to begin by asking you that we were listening in to the Chief Minister, MK Stalin, and he says it's a win for the Dravidian ideology, for the Dravidian mode of governance, and is quite upbeat. But it is interesting, isn't it, that even in the AIADMK strongholds, DMK has posted emphatic wins.
The DMK has been working on winning over the western region of the state, which is an AIADMK stronghold. They've been focused on it from before last year's assembly elections. So they were not able to make significant inroads in 2021 assembly polls, but they've had a senior leader like Sendil Balaji, who's a minister who hails from Karur, posted in that region pretty much from the time of the second wave when, to manage the oxygen crisis and things like that. So he and a lot of people, the party itself has focused on the western region as a point of prestige to kind of establish that it is no longer an unshakable fort of the AIADMK. So this is like something that they have worked on for quite a while now.
Okay, but in the larger picture, what does it tell you about the DMK and the leadership of MK Stalin? This is a civic body polls, let's not forget. Would you go to the extent of saying that this is reflective of the larger mood of the people, these results? How much significance would you give it?
So civic body polls do tend to go in favor of the ruling party. If you recall, in 2011, the AIADMK, which was in power, won all 10 corporations. So it's not unusual in that sense.
Okay.
But if it was looked at as a referendum on Stalin, one can say that in the 9 months of governance, there haven't been any significant issues that have gone against the government. In the sense that there's not been, barring maybe the Pongal gifts, the quality of the Pongal gifts, I don't think there's been any major issue that, you can blame on this government. Even the issue of flooding in Chennai and other cities in Tamil Nadu, the state was very responsive and also very quick to point out that it wasn't their fault because they weren't in power for 10 years. The Chief Minister himself visited several of the flooded areas in person, and every day those pictures were shared. So there is no sense that what do you say? There's no anti-incumbency mood per se because it's only been 9 months, and there's nothing that has happened that can set people against the DMK. So in that sense, it was anyways in their favor. And as I said earlier, it's always in the ruling party's favor in the civic polls.
Okay, thanks a lot for joining us, Ms. Gunasekaran. Appreciate your giving us time today.